So dupreeh, you're back for the season, and I saw that you guys had a couple of days with no PC. So how did that type of a boot camp go, this team bonding, team building, and what did you learn from it?
It's a type of boot camp that we've, at least with Sonic, we've had for multiple years also back in the Astralis time, where it's the main focus is kind of building the belief in the team and building, like having an open talk about what issues we have and being open with each other, because I think that it's one of the key features for you to have a success as a team. So it was some time that we spent on working on the communication. We worked on being open towards each other and in general just having fun and being as prepared for the season mentally as we could.
That's very important, especially coming for a very action-packed season and an all-important major coming up as well. But I want to touch on your individual level and form that we saw drop off a little bit towards the end of last year. And I want to see, is there anything in particular that you were doing over the break or coming into the season to make sure you're at your best?
I think Counter-Strike is a very mental game, and yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of hard for me to pinpoint what exactly didn't work out for me, or whenever it worked out for me, what went right for me. I think it's been hard for me to find the balance within the game and trying to find my groove as the new kind of role that I'm playing. I'm kind of playing a little bit of mix of entry fragging, but also playing anchoring on the CT, so I kind of have the two oppositions going on, and I think it can be a little bit hard for me to find it sometimes, but it's also been something maybe the team has asked me to, they've asked me to play in a different way because it maybe didn't fit with the rest of the guys and stuff like that. So most of the things that I can blame on things, if I could say like that, is mostly my own individual level and the fact that maybe I haven't found the right mental balance how I want to approach the game. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this new season is gonna go and pan out for me.
And there was quite a bit of change, right, when we get into the second part of the year when Spinks came in, you guys figuring out the roles and where you guys want to sit. Now, though, it's all set, right, you're confident nothing else is changing, and it's just about giving it the more time and learning about it?
I think the most important thing for us is that we have to believe, and we also keep working on the communication, because I mean, communication is really key in Counter-Strike, and I mean, as an international team, I think communication will never be your most successful thing. I think you need to be really good as individuals, and that is maybe a point where we've been lacking a little bit. Maybe, I mean, we've had Sabu, you know, he's been putting up numbers as he always do, but the rest of us, we haven't really been there for him, and that being a factor that the communication may be a little bit off could mean something to at least the Danes, because we're used to having a really clear communication. So I think for us, it's just really important that we keep believing, but also we keep working on the communication.
And especially, I think one thing we noticed towards the end of last season is in the more chaotic moments, that's when your communication went. Is that one of the bits you guys were able to kind of look at and focus in on when it gets chaotic? Because you've got so many experienced players on the team, but obviously the language thing is a huge difference for all of you.
Yeah, it's when things get hectic, you know, you miss out. One thing is that you miss maybe saying a key important thing, but it's also just about listening. If you miss out like key information, then you will make it a weird decision, or you get forced into a position where you need to make a decision that maybe is not the right one. So it has definitely. There's like two approaches to the whole communication thing, and I think we like both. But that is, I mean, that's what we've recognized it as an issue, and I think that is a really important step. I mean, we've known it for the whole last season as well, but I think we've started putting a little more effort into it now, and also having a little bit better agreements going on in the team. And I hope that, I mean, it's still really new in the season, so we don't really know if it's going to pay off yet, but I mean, it's at least something that we're going to work on for the future. So I hope that at least we'll just show glimpses of what we've done.
Well, it's a positive sounding idea when it comes to it. Let's see if it does come into the server. And just lastly, right, this is the first time since the 13th of April 2021 where we see all of that Golden Astralis lineup on the same server. For us, we're really hyped. This is special for us. Does it have any special meaning for you? Does it give you some extra, I want to take them down?
I mean, of course, I always want to beat my ex-girlfriend, if you could put it like that. But I mean, I've played against Astralis multiple times in the last season. Now it's a little bit more special that device is there, but for me, it was more special when I played Astralis for the first time, which I also think was this event like maybe 1 year ago. So for me, it's not that much special in that sense, but just a tiny bit more. But it's a game like any other game, and I try to not focus much on the opponent. I'm just gonna, try and do my best.